So, just for the camera, your name, age.
Age. So, Carlos Robles, I'm 47 years old.
Maintaining your Hispanic cultural heritage, is that important to you?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I would say so. But when you think about it, the Hispanic culture is just so vast, and it varies between regions. So I grew up in San Antonio, Texas, and so there are traditions that we held to there that I've met some Hispanics here that are from Mexico or from Central or even South America, and we get together and we talk, and there's just things that we did that they never even heard of, and they do or have done, and that I'm like, what? Where did that come from? You do what? I'll give you two examples. Easter's coming up, right? So, have you ever heard of a cascarone?
Actually, I did have to do an assignment on this.
Did you
about
really?
That. Yeah.
Cascarone, see? So, you know, where I'm from, I grew up in San Antonio, Texas, obviously. And so at Easter time, we had cascarones, and that we'd run around and crack them on each other's heads, right? With confetti all over the place, makes a huge mess of the yard and everything, but, as we did. And so I talked to people here from other areas of the world, and they're like, no, don't. What? And so also being here, having extended family in the Caucasian ethnicity, if you will, you're invited over for Easter dinner. The traditional meal is going to be what? Ham. So where I'm from, what we used to do, the fire is going on the grill, and we're cooking chicken and ribs and fajitas and that sort of thing. It's a really big, huge party with everyone running around cracking cascarones on each other's heads. So, and so it varies between regions, I think. I've talked to people here, and that just it's alien to them, that what I've done and what I'm familiar with. So I would think that most of my heritage that I try to pass on, or what's important to me, is familial, what I'm used to, what I grew up with, what my family did, what our parents taught us. And so I try to pass that on to our kids. Okay. So for cascarones, it's kind of, you have to save those things up for like 4 months.
Do you think maintaining your cultural heritage has become more difficult or easier living in North Carolina specifically?
It's become easier, I would say that. When we first moved here, all those years ago, they might have been one Mexican restaurant, which is what is that? Don Juan's.
Yeah, Don Juan's.
And then, there's been a lot of Mexican restaurants that have popped up in the area since then. But, and then of course in the grocery stores, when we first moved here, it was like, you're looking for certain items, forget it.
Yeah.
And then you call Mom, can you please mail this to me? And so now, you have your ethnic aisles and everything, and you're able to find different things. But even then, I go online and find what I want.
Have you found any obstacles in trying to maintain your cultural heritage in the local community? This does go on to like the having trouble finding food, because examples are traditional food items are difficult to find, ceremonial items are not available, language barriers, insensitivity.
I haven't really had any difficulties with language barriers. Obviously, I'm English, but I know plenty of people that do. Right now at the office, there's this young lady that she's part of the cleaning crew. When she stops by my cube, fluent in Spanish, of course, very little English, and so we go back and forth a lot. And she really appreciates me teaching her some English context, if you will. Just that concept of two, She goes, I wrote all the twos down on a dry erase board. Two. And she's like, see, Carlos, this is why I go crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But you do have difficulties finding traditional food items.
Yeah, basically. Even if you go to the restaurants, which I don't really try to do. I like to make it myself, if you will. The item of sour cream, they're so Americanized, these restaurants, We're in the Spanish culture, you're not using sour cream, you're using what is called crema. And it's not, sour cream is this clumpy thing, whereas cream, is this really light, smooth. It actually pours.
Oh.
It's very tasty, and it's not as sour and heavy as sour cream is. So you heat it up, and I mean it's in a solid form, if you will. But when you heat it up, it comes into this smooth texture, and it pours.
Oh.
Very delicious.
That's cool.
But I mean, obstacles. I'm very adaptable. You know, I mean, my wife and I were both in the Air Force, and we traveled the world, and so you learn to adapt to the culture that you're in.
Yeah.
So, and we've picked up all sorts of different cultures, if you will, that you just add it to your own.
Yeah. How do you maintain your Hispanic cultural heritage?
Mostly just in the family, really. Like I said, teaching the kids the traditions that I grew up with. I teach them the Spanish that I do know. Haley, Haley, she'll be turning 18 this month, so I think she's more fluent in Spanish than I am now. I've lost a lot in just moving around and living here for so long, and you just lose. If you don't use it, you lose it.
Yeah.
So, so you can if you try to maintain that, I call my mother, call my brothers when I can, so you try to keep those relationships, and those relationships help me keep those traditions. So,
how have you seen Davidson County transition or change since you first moved here, and in what ways?
I think they're more accepting now of ethnicities, different ethnicities, if you will. I know when I first moved here, I walk into the store, and you're looking at the clerk or whoever's working there at the time, and they have this look on their face like, oh no, they're gonna, And so as soon as I started speaking, you see this relief come over them. Oh, good, I can communicate with this guy, So, but now you walk into a store, wherever, but the Hispanic population has increased here as well. When I first moved here, it was me and maybe Jose down the street or something, or whatever.
Yeah.
But now, there's Hispanics moving into the area. They're increasing, and so it's not that difficult, and people have gotten used to that. So now you walk into a store, it's no big deal. They look at you just like anybody else. Hi, I hope you speak English.
Well, I think that's about it.
Cool.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome so much.